Our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag. All right, man. I forgot it was playing Benavidez fight week. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. In addition to that, too, man, my computer keep restarting, so hopefully we can get through this, or I have to go to the car. But I do appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Check out the fight prediction. No, I didn't do no film study. Just me just going off recollection of watching these dudes fight. So it is what it is. Take it for a grain of salt. I ain't telling you to go bet the house on the guy that I am picking. But Caleb Plant and David Benavidez fight that been brewing for years. Benavidez and them, Samson was like, I need to build at one point when Plant was pushing for it. Plant got Canelo. Lost to Canelo, and now he's doing this now. There is always go by experience a lot of times and step up in class. And Plant has stepped up in class. They had some common opponents too. Versus Canelo Alvarez. Benavidez ain't really got an opportunity to step up in class. This is his first stop on, the upper class tour for him. But Caleb Plant is 30 years old. He is 6'1", 74-inch reach. So ain't the smallest dude out there, neither dude. So 22-1, 13 KOs, stopped by Canelo. Darrell was a good fight for him. Stopped him in spectacular fashion. There's some pedestrian ones in there, like Caleb Truex. We expected him to do a lot more versus Caleb Truex in there. Uzataki was impressive. He should have stopped him, in my opinion. But it just seemed like, he had problems like with aggression and being aggressive enough. Porky Medina, I think that's the common opponent. He went the distance. Benavidez gave him that 60 punch combination on some X-Men versus Street Fighter shit. All right. So yeah, man. I mean, good fighter, good boxer. And it's like with Stephen Bradman, he's starting to kind of put their aggression together. That's what you want to see. Now he's learning to kind of be more stationary and move when you need to move, because you got to understand when you get older, he's not going to be able to move like that. So you might as well, Mayweather had to figure that out too. He already knew that, I got to get respect moving up in weight. I'm going to plant a little bit more when I got to 40 and all that. So Benavidez, 6'2", he got a half-inch reach advantage, 74.5. He beat Dave Lemieux. I thought Lemieux would do a little bit better than what he did, but he's just too fucking big. Just nobody on here to talk about, that's impressive. Anthony Darrell, he stopped him. I want to say that was on cuts. Okay, that's his corner stopped it. So, to stoppage. They both stopped him in the ninth, I believe. Ronald Garville, I thought Garville won the first fight, but a lot of people excuse was that Benavidez was young and he kind of ran out of gas in that fight. I thought Garville won the first fight. I love Benavidez, but I thought Garville won that first fight. He dropped Benavidez too. Second fight, Benavidez came and just, dog walked him. So he fought Mama's boy. He got some guys in here, man. So, just not top fighters. Darrell, the best fighter he fought in his resume. And Caleb Plant to be the best fighter he now fought in his resume. And, that's why people kind of make the argument that it's not an attractive fight for Canelo because he don't have, the top fights. He don't have the top fight. So, and it's one of these top fights he's getting right here. Now, talk about what needs to be done. To be honest, what need to be done from Caleb Plant's standpoint of view, man, dude, this is just crazy, dude. I thought I was tripping. I'm looking at the podcast. I uploaded it yesterday for the one I did Monday night, and then they sit here. They just, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a new host because it's just. I thought it was me, and I was tripping, but this proved this wasn't me. It was Spotify. It was them. So I don't really understand it, dude. But hey, it is what it is. So at least it'll be up now. But my bad. But yeah, what Benavidez need to do, excuse me. I think he need to use his jab in this fight. Just do what he do. Use his jab. Caleb Plant gonna naturally give up ground. We all know that. That's what he known for doing. Just apply pressure. I think don't forget that if I got a guy that like to move a lot, I think you want to work downstairs. I think naturally you want to work downstairs if you got a guy that like to move a lot. So I think that's something that he should implement. Uh, is working downstairs, using the jab. Staying on that jab and just applying pressure. But if Plant ain't going, give up no ground, he's gonna hold his ground and turn him. It's gonna be interesting for Benavidez too. Because then I think Plant probably gonna run up some rounds real quick, but Benavidez can start to put investments in there by touching him on the hip, touching him on the body. I think Benavidez can use his jab to offset Caleb Plant a little bit. I don't know what she in there barking about. He can get in trouble. Yeah, I think so. So I kind of think just use his jab, apply pressure. But if Benavidez start using Plant start using lateral movement, stepping around, and get into a boxing groove, it ain't gonna be enough just to tuck his chin and walk forward. I think he gonna use his jab. He gotta use his jab. Hold on. I think he gonna have to use his jab. So jab gonna be key. Touching the body gonna be key. Um, that jab is gonna be real key no matter what Plant do. If it's to get Plant and on the ropes, if it's to get Plant to stop his offensive assault, it's gonna be real interesting. That jab, it's gonna be a battle to jab for him. But people gonna expect what he do. He might come out and try to outbox Plant. You never know. He might be putting the facade on with the anger. He might get into boxing mode. So, how I look at it, I think, I think, I think, I think he's gonna apply pressure. But if he forget that jab, bro, he gonna be in trouble. He gonna be in trouble. You gotta get a boxer something to think about. And I think if he going out there underestimating, Benavidez's Plant power too, he in trouble, bro. I will say that Plant do fade though. He do fade. People tell him, "Oh, he's in great shape." He look cut up and shit, but he always fading. It's because he moved too much, And I think that in and out, side to side movement could benefit him just enough. But I think Benavidez, his critical points is jab. You control the jab and the body work. Not talking about Caleb Plant. People ask, well, what's his what he got to do? He got to hold. He got to set the tone. And he got to set the tone. So I was listening to Terrence Crawford talking about how you got to fight bigger guys, and one thing he talked about is you got to go out there and get the respect. That's what he said. You got to go out there and you got to get the respect, and you got to hit him with something. You got to hit him with something that you got to hit him with something that's gonna set the tone, that he know that he got to respect, that he got to respect. And if you don't set the tone where he gotta respect you, he just gonna walk you down with no consequences or repercussions. Especially if you slide on, if he putting you on the back foot, ain't no way you gonna create enough leverage to get respect. You see what I'm saying? Only the truly special ones can. So that's why it's important for him to control the real estate, so he can have the leverage. And then if you keeping Benavidez on the back foot, he you got to understand that too. He could punch off platform and do some things like that, and He could do some things that kind of quote unquote standard Hispanic or Latino fighters, what Mexican fighters don't really kind of do. But if you put him on his back foot, you keep him off balance, he can't generate the leverage. He's not that type of puncher, bro. He's an accumulation puncher. He's a classic Mexican puncher. A lot of them is accumulation shots. They just overwhelm you with big shots. They overwhelm you with big shots. You know, so you want to keep them off balance. You don't want to let them set. And how you do that is sometimes you stand right in front of them, you hold your ground, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you move them. You got to keep them guessing. If you hold your ground too much, of course he gonna take advantage of that. If you moving backwards and you running, and you sliding on the ropes too much, he gonna have leverage on the shots. He gonna take advantage of that. You know, so it's really his world. So therefore, you got to keep him guessing. You got to keep him guessing. You got to go out there and show him that he got to respect your power, bro. You got to go out there and earn your respect and set the tone early. You got to understand he's not as seasoned or experienced in top fights, so that he can be excited. He can say it's not going to affect them and all that, but it's just keeping them off balance. Hold your ground sometimes, pushing them back. People talking about get on the inside and clinch and all that type of stuff, man. All you're gonna do is wear your fucking self out. Get on the inside and work. See if you can fight on the inside, bro. That's what I would say. Get on the inside and work a little bit. Clinch here and there, but get on the inside and work. That'll be my thing. Get on the inside and work a little bit. And the biggest thing too for him is keeping Benavidez, is offsetting Benavidez and all that type of stuff. And when he's set, moving him off his mark and using lateral movement and trying to set the tone, everything I said, but attacking that body. I don't hear nobody talking about that. I don't care how many abs he got for this camp. I'm going to that body, bro. That's how you break down a good puncher. Somebody as big as him. You break the body down. If it's a stab jab to the body, you know what I'm saying? When you got to rip that body, bro. Rip the body. That's what I'll be telling them. Rip the body. That'd be my exact that'd be my exact thing. They gotta rip the body too. Stop trying to headhunt, somebody who could take the punishment upstairs. I'm ripping that. My instruction is go out there and rip that body. That'll be my instructions. Go out there and rip the body. That'll be my exact instructions. Go out there and rip that body. Beat that drum. When you get it in there, when you get him on that back foot, you get him off balance. He on that back foot. He trying to march forward. 3-4 shots to the body. And then with Benavidez, throw them combinations. Don't just sit there and try to avoid them. Try to punch in between those combinations too. That'll be my thing. Try to punch in between those combinations. That'll be my thing. Try to catch him in between those shots. But he know when to throw them combinations, though. I will say that. He know when to throw them combinations, dude. So he like to throw them when he get you where he get you in on the rope, so he get you in the corner. He get you pinned somewhere. That's when he like to throw them shots. So I mean, quite frankly, dude, I like what Benavidez did. I mean, I like what Plant did versus I like what Plant did versus Anthony Durrell. I like David Benavidez a lot. I'm gonna go with Benavidez, bro. I'm gonna say he stopped him. I'm gonna say he stopped him in 10. he gonna stop planting 10. Would I be surprised if Plant won? No. I think it's a 70-30 fight for Benavidez. But the reason I say I wouldn't be surprised if Plant won because Benavidez lacked the experience of fights of this caliber, and Benavidez lacks the quality of a fighter on his resume. And that Canelo fight, it might tip it in Benavidez's it might tip it in Benavidez's favor. I mean Plant favor. It could, but I'm gonna go ahead Benavidez and 10. Styles make fights. Plant, I don't think he had enough fights under his belt, enough time under his belt with Steven Bredman to be able to overcome the issues with dealing with pressure and being able to hold his ground. So I think Benavidez, if you get past this, is the ultimate test. But I got Benavidez in 10. Check the fight prediction playlist out. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Hit my link tree. You can find me everywhere. Peace.